Well, hello, hello, hello. As Tamika Chess pointed out, yes, it is Chess Ladies today.
Yes. Is that a problem?
No, I don't think so.
I hope not.
I don't think so. It's time for some newness. As you guys, first of all, welcome to the In the Zone podcast. You guys know me. You see me every week. Sean, yes, we have turned Brian into a very lovely lady. Just kidding. Brian is we're just doing a bit of a revamp of In the Zone. Just to recap, Brian would be doing shows every Saturday on movie reviews and, oh my God, what are those things called? Drafts. Can think of this for a second. And he'll be hopping on here periodically, to keep me company, so you guys don't miss him too much.
Gotta add some testosterone to the mix.
Just a little. Once a month is enough, all the testosterone we need. But in the meantime, in between time, we have the lovely Gina B from the Krista Critics podcast.
Yeah, this is fun. It's nice to be on In the Zone. I'm sort of stepping in. And I've done takeovers of this before, so it's been fun.
Yes.
Good time the last time. I have been a relationship columnist in the past. 1/6 of 6 brown chicks. Although I do not do that crazy Wednesday thing.
What do you mean, what crazy Wednesday thing?
The 6 brown chicks.
Oh, we need to do that again, actually. We need to have a show where we sit and read those again, because they are absolutely
I have nothing to do with
ridiculous.
that. I'm just letting you know. I don't, And the last time we talked about that, when I was a guest with you, all of my advice was leave. Remember that?
Yes.
Just leave.
Is it still leave?
So
Would you
always leave? With those questions, leave. So anyway, happy to be here. Hope you guys don't mind that there's 2 women now.
It doesn't matter if they mind. You're here now.
Okay, well, whatever.
You're a part
Hopefully
of the In the Zone family. We stole you from Krista Critic.
Well, you're not stealing. I'm borrowed because I do still period. I just did Krista Critic 5 minutes ago, so.
And what did you guys talk about on Krista Critic? In case you want to go see it.
Oh, okay. So you guys should check it out. We talked about the pros and cons of marriage.
Oh.
And we unpacked that whole Nia Long thing. And the Adam Levine thing.
Okay. Before we hop into the women quietly quitting, shout out to Nia Long, who needs to loudly quit.
Girl, quit.
Quit.
Quit, girl.
Just go ahead and do that. What? Yeah. So what was Chris's thoughts on the Nia Long situation?
His whole thing was that obviously he hooked up with the wrong chick.
I would have to agree.
And I don't disagree. Because, and I'm going to go further. I'm going to say he probably hooked up. It was probably a white chick. Because he did not get suspended for hooking up with his sister.
My understanding, and this came out I think 2 days ago, was that whoever he messed with was married to the VP of something or other.
It was the wrong man's woman.
Celtics?
Yeah. It was the wrong man's woman.
Unfortunately, she quit years ago.
Yeah.
I'm laughing, but serious. How y'all know she quit years ago? She's been married to this man 10 years.
Well, did she quit him or did she quit her job?
I don't know, but whatever it was.
She quit her job.
All I'm saying, Nia, don't quietly do shit. Loudly do whatever you're going to do.
Get out.
So, welcome. Again,
Hello.
welcome. All right.
Thank you.
So, we are going to talk about women quietly
Speaking of quitting.
Now, for people who missed the show last week, let's kind of define quietly. Thank you, Finance Senior Vice President. Yeah, you can't. Of the Celtics organization? Yeah, you can't.
Okay, so that was the one. Okay, so someone said engaged 7 years, not married. So that was.
I thought they were engaged 10 years.
That was I think.
I mean, I guess the numbers really don't matter.
Together 10 years.
Oh,
I don't know, but they were engaged multiple years. I've been engaged 2 years, but when you get engaged during COVID.
What do you mean you can't hurt a white man's feelings? Why do you think this whole thing is happening?
Yes,
you
can
hurt a white man's feelings.
And
that's a good picture, Herb. I like that new picture.
That is nice. You can't hurt a white man's feelings because already, especially if it's a brother coming behind him.
This whole news story is a white man's feelings being hurt. Never, don't think this is not because some white man's ego's hurt.
Okay, yeah, a white man, yes, his ego can get hurt because he's like thinking a brother who is better endowed than me.
Which is
coming behind.
We don't know because we ain't seen the man's junk. So.
Well, but what we know is that that's not really true.
It's
not always true that the brother behind you is going to be
packing. Yeah, that's another show topic.
He could be lacking.
Next week's show
and slacking.
Brothers who are lacking and slacking.
As opposed to packing. Okay,
where's Jamal? Because I know Jamal loves those type of
Jamal. Jamal, I hope he followed us over to the zone. He was about to get fired up in our last one.
All right. So quietly quitting. I know we've heard all the rage about quietly quitting our careers, which is basically just doing your job, not going above and beyond, clocking in at 5, not starting until 8:30, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, doing no extras to get ahead.
And sometimes even doing less than that bare minimum.
Sometimes.
Just doing enough not to get fired.
Yes.
Not necessarily like if it's a scale of like meets expectations, exceeds expectations, you're lower than meets.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what quietly quitting.
And this is what we talked about last week. When men quietly quit relationships, we learned that they tend to not argue.
Right.
They stay out late. I would say they fuck other bitches, but I feel like they do that whether they're happy or sad. Makes a real difference.
Well, maybe they're a little more blatant about it. They're not trying to hide it.
Maybe. They'll let the perfume stay on when they're walking in the house.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll leave the panties in the car.
Right. The drawers smell like pussy. You walk in the door.
So, with that, it made us think, do women quietly quit? Because that never really came up as a show topic. I actually went and looked for any articles, anything about women quietly quitting, and there was barely anything.
There's hardly anything, because I looked it up too. See, with men, I always called it the reverse psychology breakup. Before quietly quitting was a term. And I wrote a column about this years ago. So the reverse psychology breakup is, I'm going to be such a fucked up spouse or partner or whatever it is that any self-respecting person would break up with me. Because how could you stay with me when I'm so like blatantly underperforming?
And we learned, what else did we learn? I forgot. But anyway, y'all do it. We know men do it. Now, with the lack of articles and the lack of data, it begs the question, the very first question. Gina, do you think women quietly quit relationships?
You know what? Yes. I do think women quietly quit. I don't know if they're consciously quietly quitting as much.
That's interesting.
As what men are doing.
What do you mean by that?
Women can disengage. You know how it is when you've been dating a guy and you realize, you get to a point where there's like a limbo period where you kind of can realize, I'm not getting out of this what I want to get. And I'm not really sure how to extricate myself from it. But in the meantime, I'm not doing extra. You know, I'm not, maybe there are a few less meals that are being prepared. What are you eating? I don't know. What are you eating? You know what I mean? Like, Are we sure that they just got tired of cooking and this is not like quietly quitting? Stereotype much.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
100%.
That in the zone is Greek for stereotyping, 100%. Just so you know.
Treating us like men like meat. We need some whatever.
We need some reputation on set. That must be Jamal. That's got to be Jamal. I don't know why it's coming up as Facebook
why is it
user.
Up anonymous. Who are all these anonymous
I don't know.
People?
Y'all are in the comments. Y'all represent the men in the comments. Women keep her brother on papers until death and be freaking the mailman or mail lady. Is that what you're thinking, though?
Is that really where we are?
Hey, Jamal.
And keep in mind that we're addressing a specific, like, we're right now, we're addressing women. Like, it's not, you know, it's
welcome, Jamal.
Hi,
we were
Jamal.
waiting for your entrance onto the In the Zone podcast.
And here you are.
Yes, we did say women in quiet. Fuck y'all, they do.
Fuck yeah, they do. And yeah, hell yeah, women do it. I mean, I'm not here. Women aren't quiet about it. They're hollering. That's different than quietly quitting. Okay, so that once women get there, then yes, they're hollering about it. I just think that maybe women are less likely to stay quiet about their quitting. Is that? Have you quietly quit?
Oh, for sure. I've definitely quietly quit. That's a later question, but I think the men are posing an interesting question, right? Because they don't know, and it's probably because they black men. I'm a stereotype black women. We're not the quietest of the women species. I think black men struggle with the idea that women actually do disengage, because this is really what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, disengaging
from a relationship. That women don't actively or passively disengage from relationships, which I am here to break the news. They do. And I think it's in very similar ways to how men disengage from relationships. Like, one thing I know I did when I disengaged was, hey, I stopped having sex with you. Big news flag.
That is the biggest form of disengagement.
That's a big red flag.
Right there.
I don't want to have sex with you. And if I do have sex with you, it's very, 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 like,
it's
late
very
at night.
milquetoast. It's
No,
like
it's very
not-
like,
it's
can we get
boring.
this done? Are you done yet? Not in a sexy like, are you done yet? It's like, are we here? Are we done? Have you gotten? Okay, cool. Do it again a quarter from now. And that is one. I would also think that women disengage when they stop arguing. Similar to what Brian said in the last podcast. Like, I'm not going to argue with you. Right. I'm just going to, if you come to me with an issue, I'm going to say, cool, whatever, fine. Yeah. Whatever's going to get this done.
Because when you're passionate, you argue.
Absolutely.
And when you're not passionate, you're like, whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, because one of the things Brian brought up was men typically like hang out more. I don't think women hang out more when they're disengaging. I think they
maybe more girls' nights.
Maybe
they're more apt to have the girls. Like sometimes you'll be like, oh no, girl, I'll hang out with my man tonight. I'm not gonna, you know.
You think so?
And I can just think back to times when I was trying to get out of relationships where I don't know that I was all that quietly quitting.
You don't seem like a quiet.
I'm not really that person. But when I was disengaged, when I realized that I was kind of like not into it anymore, I was more apt to just divert my social activity to something else, like my girls or
vacationing,
anybody else or something, anything.
Like
no matter what it was,
reading a book,
anything.
Oh no,
getting a manicure. I didn't care. I mean, but you know, I could see where you would prioritize. You know, okay, because you know women like this. You know the women who they will drop you when they've got a man.
I try not to be that girl. Yes.
And all of a sudden they come back. And then when they come back, there's a problem.
I fucking hate those bitches.
Girl, he ain't really doing what I want him to do, you know. And so it's that can be a form of it.
Entangled. I need you to read a dictionary because those words do not. They all have completely different definitions. Every last one. Kingdom. What is Jamal saying? Why would women quietly quit? Ooh, when they take so much pleasure in crushing men.
Okay, now Jamal, stereotyping.
Why?
No, so everyone jumped on us.
Telling Jamal to hop in the car.
People do not take pleasure in crushing men.
Well, I don't understand why men think women just sitting around like
we're gonna
finding ways to like make them small. That's really just not.
That's not what we're doing. We
have better things to do with our day.
You know.
Now I will say y'all kind of make it easy because y'all do so much dumb shit. It's hard to ignore.
Well, when they do dumb shit, then yes. But if it's just a situation where you're not getting along, you know what I mean? Like, I have zero interest. I don't have enough passion to crush a man that I don't care about.
I agree. And, thank you, Jamal, because you actually brought up another point. So another way we quietly quit is that we recoil. You start trying to hold our hand. Right. We pull away. You try to touch our shoulder. We,
So not responding to intimacy.
Yep. If you try to, like, snuggle us or hold us, we're like very like stiff and not like trying to be in it. The only reason men and women don't get along is because the woman what? Go ahead. Jamal, I know if you scroll through our comments, if you scroll through our DMs, you can find the link. Pop into here because you clearly got a whole lot to say in the arena of women suck. And I'm okay. You could come in here and talk about how women suck. I'm totally fine with that. But that's a really important one that I think men don't always pay attention to because I think sometimes they think that's just, they try to make it like you're on your period or. Oh yeah, she's just tripping. Like she don't feel it's that time.
She's
just tripping. Like
the worst thing you could ask a woman is, "Are you on your period?"
That's
you're asking get your head taken off.
You're supposed to know.
No, you're not supposed to ask.
I agree. You should be tracking along with her.
Or you should be, but you should also like anytime she has like something to say that's not favorable, you can't. Are you on your period? It's like. No,
maybe you're just getting on my fucking nerves. That's always an option too. So those are definitely the not engaging in fights, recoiling, lack of sex, hanging out more, popping the little freakum dress a little bit more.
Right.
If she loses like this is probably not a good one because some women lose weight because they really want to be in shape, but she loses a ton of weight.
What was that?
Really good all of a sudden.
Remember that one? Oh my God!
About to dump you, fam.
I was scrolling and I saw, of course, Khloe Kardashian once had a show called Revenge Body.
I do recall that.
Yeah. Because if there's somebody who needs some damn revenge on a brother,
you think Khloe needs revenge? I think Chloe needs to go sit down somewhere.
She does, but like, I mean, how much can she take from one dude? Like,
Well, not to derail this on Khloe Kardashian, but what I'm gonna say, and then we're gonna get back to women quietly quitting, is I do believe that people
quietly quitting.
Nah, he definitely quit. I don't even know if that's quietly quitting, having children on somebody. That's
just like, wow.
That's pretty actively quitting.
I mean, that's kind of fucked up. Yeah,
it's kind of actively. That's actively quitting. You just have multiple children on a woman and keep getting caught while they're in labor.
And just be out in public when you're a public figure.
Well, in all fairness, how old is Tristan? He's probably like...
He's 12.
No, not how old. How tall? He's got to be like 6'5".
Oh boy, I think
he's hard to hide.
I think this is my thing. You're not inconspicuous.
He's not. He can't hide.
You can't just be like,
no, he cannot
put on a hoodie and think.
Now, here's an interesting question. Okay. I think we've kind of already answered it. Have you quietly quit? Have you used any of these techniques to get? And I will say this: I don't know if women do this stuff hoping that you dump them. I think that's the difference between when women quietly quit and when men quietly quit. Men quietly quit to get you to dump them. I think women quietly quit because they're just not ready to let the relationship go, or they don't know how to quit yet.
So, I have not consciously quietly quit. Okay, but what I have done is noticed that I was not as engaged.
Yeah.
That I was not as, like, I was kind of fed up, right? And these were all the symptoms that we just mentioned were all just precursor to a breakup. And so, yeah, I mean, to the guy that I was with, he probably thought, okay, she's just pulling back because
she's on her period.
Probably, which
she's on her period.
Probably, but for a very extended period of time. But it didn't last that long actually. But yeah, it was just, and then when I did the math on my own behavior, I was like, you know what, I need to not be in this. I mean, I'm not into it.
How long did it take you to realize it? And did he break up with you, or did you break up with him?
I broke up with him. But when I really noticed it, when it was bad, like what the straw that broke it for me was, and I'm not a person who has ever cheated on anyone. I just never have. And so when I started getting too interested in hawking other guys, then I knew it was time for me to break up with him. Because I just didn't even want, like...
What? What's the comment?
Oh no!
Those words all have different meanings.
He's in love with his own comments.
Oh my god!
Always so innocent. No, it wasn't innocent at all. I just didn't want to be.
Look, cheating isn't for everybody.
It's too much. Well, you know what? It's just too much drama for me. I just can't be bothered.
I
can't even take it.
I respect that because I've cheated. It's a lot of work.
It's too much work. I don't feel like being bothered with all that.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of lies. It's a lot to manage.
On the phone, I mean, it's just too much.
It is 1,000%. And we should probably do a show one day about how much work cheating actually is.
Because I'm like Miss Moral. It's because I'm just like, I'm too busy.
With very little benefit. If men think they can always come back, that is first of all, as a baby mama, that is the biggest fact there is on the planet. It don't matter how much time has passed. It doesn't matter what transpired. They always think they can come back.
Oh, they always got their foot in the door. Yeah, well, I miss you. You look real good. Like, I've heard my friends tell me about how their men will try to, come back in.
They do. It's a sickness. I'm convinced they have an illness that once they sleep with you, that
they can always sleep with you.
Actually, if you don't sleep with them, they still feel like they can sleep with you. But anyway, back to the point of the story.
The quiet quitting. So anyway, so that was my thing. So when I noticed that I was too interested in checking out other dudes.
That was your tell?
That was my 100%. I noticed other things, that I was disengaged, I was whatever. But then I was like, all right, I got this. Because this is going to end really badly.
Isn't a woman quietly quit just a reaction to a man's quiet quit? Women don't determine the end of the relationship. Damn. What?
Oh, so you think that men dictate?
Jamal, I really think you're so enlightened. And then you say shit like that and you just become a caveman again. It's just...
So you think that women are not unhappy until a man becomes unhappy and begins to withdraw from the relationship? Can you clarify that?
Easily. I think that's what I got from that statement.
That's what I got from
that. Apparently, women the men are the start of a relationship and the end of a relationship.
Right. You determine everything.
Well, Jamal, if that's what you're saying,
then no.
I'm
not in agreement.
I don't know what to say to that.
Because you can get, listen, there's plenty of dudes you get sick of.
Why do men think we don't get sick of them?
I don't understand.
We definitely get tired of y'all.
Captain
Look, I think Jamal is highly evolved. I do. I think he's very progressive.
I can't even say.
I've met Jamal. He's a really cool dude, and actually very tall.
Is he?
He's
How tall are you, Jamal?
He's like 6 feet, 6'1".
Is 6 feet really tall?
Well, when the average man height is 5'8", yes, that's very tall. I was like, oh, he's kind of tall.
The shortest man I've ever dated is 6'2".
That's the shortest man you've ever dated?
Yeah.
Lucky bastard.
I don't know.
I definitely cannot share in that.
I like him climbable. I don't know what to do.
Definitely have. I'm 5'7". I've definitely dated men who are my height.
I've never dated anyone who's 5'7". Which really says more about how I feel about myself than it does about them, honestly. I just like to feel much smaller than the guy that I'm with.
What's the tallest man you've ever dated?
6'8".
That is fucking tall.
It was a lot.
I'm dating somebody 6'6" right now, and I'm just
good.
like,
that's a good height.
That's like he's almost a foot taller than me.
That's a good height, though. I mean, it's like you throw some heels on,
you
still feel small. You know what I mean? Like it's just like you're still like, you know what I mean?
No, he picked me up one day, and then we'll get back to the subject hand. He picked me up one day. I felt like a damn toddler. Hey, David, you just said no cap. I'm not on here capping. That's all I got to say. We have an agreement for no cap. No cap. All right.
We digressed. Okay.
I have quietly quit. And in all transparency, since Javen's here, he said I can't have no cap. And for the old people, I can't lie. I can't bullshit.
Okay. So why have you quietly quit? What have been the circumstances surrounding
I think because I don't think initially I knew I wanted out.
Okay.
I think I was more having a physical reaction before my brain caught up to or at least my thoughts caught up to where my body was.
Right.
Because I definitely was recoiling. I definitely was like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
I was definitely like not trying to spend time with him. And I think it took me a while to realize I was ready to go.
Right.
And I think I was also too young to know how to end a relationship amicably, or like at least not without any drama.
Like an adult.
I thought that when you break up, it has to be all these like dramatics and all this other stuff, and I didn't want that, and I was trying to actively avoid that. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I'm much older now. If I want to leave you, I'm out. And how your feelings about it, and I will also add that I didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Right.
I'm definitely very present to not wanting to hurt people's feelings. I feel bad when I make people sad, so I was really trying to avoid that. And stayed easily 6 months longer than I should have.
Tail on that.
I was in my 20s.
That's a long time.
I didn't know any better. What is Javen over there saying? We do. I will allow it.
We do what?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably some cap. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard for a woman to quietly quit. You literally have to move to be rid of a dude. This is true. So, quietly quitting, since we're talking about that, thank you. Why did the relationship end? I'll talk about that in a second. To get a dude to leave you alone, you know how much active work you have to do to get a man to like agree to leave you alone? How many weeks of and I know y'all try to act like y'all don't be sweating women. That's total cap. Shout out to Javen. Y'all be sweating the shit out of us. Calls, flowers, random show ups. I'm like, dude, we're done.
A lot of guys, they have a sixth sense for when you're up out.
You think so?
I swear to you, okay, so wait. In your own words, ladies are saying your quiet quote was involuntary, which means that men were disengaged. No, that is not.
No, that's not what I said at all.
That's not what I said.
When somebody in the comments like to school Jamal, we said nothing of the sort.
I did not say he was quietly quitting. I said that I was tired of the relationship. It had nothing to do with his quiet quitting. In fact, he was fully engaged. I was not.
Because how can he quietly quit if he's bothering me about going out with him weeks and weeks later?
You know?
Like, no, he's fully committed. I am done.
He was in. I was out.
You can't quit a man. You gotta quit.
Yeah.
Kingdom, can you say that into the microphone, please?
Right. Yeah.
Kingdom just said,
just go ahead.
You can't quit a man. He gotta quit you. So
Is that the thought? I mean, I think that we all.
Is that what Jamal's saying? Tired because he was a professional quiet quitter?
No, I don't think.
I think Jamal is. I got
quitter.
Jamal now. He's being a professional antagonist.
Maybe that's what it is. It's got to be it.
Got you, Jamal.
And I that's fine because you're giving us content to react to, but I don't feel that that's accurate.
Oh, and yes, Javen, we actually agree. We do have an agreement. We do have an agreement for me not to cap. So I'm going to be fully transparent, even though I never cap on this show. I'm probably too transparent on this show, as I've been told, but we here now.
More information than we need.
Y'all know Shontelle now. Y'all, if y'all see me out, y'all know me so well. Just come up and give me a hug. We in here like swimwear.
Do not ever give me a hug.
Damn, I can't hug you. Damn. Can I give you a high five?
Virgo and yes, high fives are good. I'm a germaphobe, dude. I can't. It freaks me out. Especially when people, what used to freak. I used to write for Red Eye. I wrote for Red Eye for 5 years. And what happens when you write for like relationship where you do things like this? People feel they know you because they read you and they see you but you don't see them and you don't know who they are. And so it just freak me out when people will come up and be like, "Oh my God, Gina B," and they give me a hug. I'm like, "Who are you?" And it would just creep me out. Like it was very. Anyway, not the point. Point is, hug Shontelle.
Why do these men love telling these tales? My
cutoff game must be next level because I literally waste no extra minutes. You know what though?
Okay, that's cute.
If you are direct with it, I have respect for that.
I don't believe him.
Okay, you know I don't know. I don't know. So I can only take him at face value. But if you are a guy who is direct and just kind of says, "Look, this is not working," a lot of guys will quietly quit because they don't want to hear it. They want it to be your idea so they get out of it easier. And they don't want to be like the person that you don't want crying. They don't want dramatics. They don't want you showing up at the house. They want it to be a clean break, and the only way to do that, they feel, is if you do it. That's the way they like it. And so with women, though, it's like dudes will like. I tell you what, I had a guy that I broke up with, who, he really thought that I was dating somebody. He thought I broke up with him for someone else.
What gave him that impression?
Because men always think that when you not always, but a lot of men think that you don't break up with them unless you've got somebody else waiting in the wings.
They do think that is an accurate statement.
And he was actually looking through my garage door window once to see if I was there or if somebody, I don't know what he was doing, but I was like, if you ever
what did you do to that man that he was talking you like that?
It was deep.
You don't rock that man's world.
Well,
That's what? That's right, Gina.
I cooked for him.
That's right.
I cooked for him. But real talk though. It was like it was a little weird because he was so
weird.
He was just so convinced that there was another person involved, and I was like, no, I just don't want to be with you. Like it's not that. And it's so if someone is direct like that, he was just a stalker. He never exhibited those behaviors previously, so I don't know.
Javen, that's not true. Lady do not always have somebody waiting.
That is not accurate.
It's not. I'm not going to say it's never true.
It's sometimes true,
I'm
but
not saying
it's always true.
It's not always true.
It's not exclusive.
I would say it's probably 50-50, honestly.
75.
Why do y'all think... Okay.
I don't have time for
real talk, because Javen ain't here to answer this question. But Kingdom, why do y'all think there's got to be a man somewhere in the background? Why can't we just be sick of y'all? Sick of y'all shit.
I'm getting tired.
Why? I'm waiting. Any minute now, Kingdom. No,
time is ticking.
We're gonna answer the question.
It's counting down.
Okay, so our engineer apparently.
See, I was right.
Easily. Oh, what? You're right because
wait a minute, Jay. Is he a statistician or something? Why is Javis confirming that mean anything?
Hey, wait, that's what I'm curious.
Like mine.
Well, it's two.
It's two out of a country of 30 billion people.
I agree. You can, and yet y'all still make energy.
I think he skipped a word. I don't know what the word.
I don't know what the word is though. But okay, listen. I just feel like men overemphasize.
Oh, male energy.
Male energy. Okay.
Yeah,
we do like male energy.
I don't like your male energy.
Right, I'm done with yours. The time takes will be involved dictates that you don't divest that quickly unless a better investment has been brokered. For you,
y'all really.
Maybe it's
y'all are really sold that women give a shit about
a bird in the hand for you, but for us, it's like in some cases, I don't think that I have ever broken up with someone to go directly to someone else.
I can't
think of a time.
I definitely have, but not nearly 75-25. That's definitely not me.
I'm a Virgo.
Y'all need y'all me time. You know what? Okay. This is what I'm starting to get.
I need to have a separation.
I think men actually think this because that's what they do. And you know how motherfuckers like to
project.
They're projecting.
Project.
So because they have their backup,
I
the
know
next
I have my
is
hoe.
10 seconds and a few
Keystroke. But realistically though, yes, it is 10 seconds and a few keystrokes away. But that does not mean that we were active. Do you know how many weirdos are online dating? It's a microcosm of the club. It's what it is.
It is.
So it's just the club in your crib.
I don't disagree.
Right here on your computer. But it's nice to. I mean, you.
Everybody doesn't have a work. Some of us work from home. My work husband is what? The Keurig? I don't have a work husband.
Whatever's in your nightstand.
The Keurig is my work husband.
And
women don't. God damn it, Jamal! You are really about to make me come through this screen.
Deflection. You're not deflecting. I don't think that's it. I just think that it's so infuriating.
Y'all know, for some people that was complaining about no male energy, it's tons of it in the goddamn comments. Project, stop it. I've sent it.
I don't know what's happening.
I think that was supposed to be projection.
Oh, project. Oh, okay.
Women need men. Y'all know y'all can't be alone.
Are you kidding
Or at
me?
least not because you chose to be.
I took a sabbatical for about a year prior to meeting my fiance.
Jamal is just trying to find the most antagonistic thing he could say to see how pissed he can get us. I'm convinced.
I'm seriously convinced that that's what's going on. I took a year sabbatical. I had offers, okay, to be clear. I didn't want the offers that were being, but I broke up. I had a clean break, and I was like, you know what? I need to do a little cleanse of my life.
I will be transparent before Javen called cap. There was a 5-year break that I dated no one. Now, 2 of those years, 5? I will say 5 years. Oh, wow. 2 of those years,
go girl.
It was after I was engaged and I broke that off. I needed 2 years just to
cleanse,
to be not bother with y'all in real time. I was like, I don't want to have to be engaging in none of that. I don't want to talk. I don't want to have to tell you about myself. I don't want to share my stories. I don't want to be none of that.
Right. I want to enjoy my own company.
I just wanted to just deal with myself, deal with my feelings, and that whole world. Now I will say the last 3, I just kept meeting some people that weren't worth my time, and that's the last 3 years. But definitely the first 2 was me actively, intentionally not dating nobody because I just didn't have the bandwidth to deal with men shit. Of course, you had offers. You'll be getting more tonight. Trust. Why do men? So men think we just getting bombarded with offers every 10 minutes.
Either. You know what? Oh, people always think, "Oh, you must be getting." I'm like, I don't.
Not true.
No, people are sliding in. I mean, I'm not inviting this. Let's start with that. But I mean, people must be sliding into it. No, they're not.
No. I can definitely say I probably get approached in DM maybe once every few months. Somebody will show up in my DMs. If I call you twice with no answer, I'm done.
Louis Green, hi.
Of course. What the fuck am I capping for? I just was transparent. God damn it. Y'all must be talking to each other.
Someone's tagging.
Javid, I agree. No cap. I'm fully transparent. It is true. I spent 2 years. You must be capping that nobody's in the DMs. It's true. I will give you my phone and let you go through my DMs, and you can count for yourself how many motherfuckers are in there.
But I love women who are always like, "Oh, these dudes are in my DM." I'm like, who are these people? I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know who is all in your DM. I mean, I don't know. I think people exaggerate.
I was also not famous. That may also have to do with the fact that it's not that many people in my DMs because I'm not famous.
And also, I have a very aggressive spam filter. So I don't know who's in my DMs, but I go into my unwanted messages and I get all kinds of people from other countries who are they're trying to scam me basically. But I mean, it's all the same shit.
Oh,
it's all the same. It's all the same.
You think the DMs? Perhaps you are getting all these DMs.
I don't know.
Hilarious.
Oh, he's like, "Oh, you're capping." He doesn't believe
you. Just
I don't know. This is I need a
Javen. Next time I see you, I'm gonna hand you my phone and you can see if it's cap or not cap.
You can check it out.
And matter of fact, I won't block them because I'm notorious. If you I had a dude earlier this week was like, "Hey, sexy," block. I don't know you.
Just don't answer.
Block.
Look. Now they're spamming. They're now spamming.
It doesn't mean what?
That your DM is not jumping.
But if I get a hit once every 4 months, that's not jumping.
If I go fishing every day and I catch one fish and I throw it back, does that mean I ain't catch no fish?
You didn't catch any
You
viable
did
fish.
catch a fish, sure.
And maybe it wasn't viable. Why'd you throw it back?
Because it's a sport.
Okay.
My daddy said if ain't no ball, ain't no sport. Just throw it.
That's interesting.
Just saying.
It's like the tree falling in the forest. Who cares? Nobody's there to see it.
No thanks. That's fine, Javen. I'm gonna prove you wrong. All right, so now we know
Now
women.
we're all up in-
Apparently there's quite a dispute that women don't.
How
quietly
often do
quit.
you-
How
Well,
often do
okay.
you ladies get hit on?
Are we talking about homeless people or what are we?
So.
Oh, you know what's so funny? Okay, let me tell you the funniest story. So, I get a lot of food from my dad. My dad's elderly, and I always go out and get him. Like, he likes, like Subway and food. Like McDonald's sometimes. Whatever. He can eat whatever he wants. He's elderly. But there's this Subway that I go to, and I'm going to even call it out. It's the Subway on Roosevelt and Canal, like that, in that strip mall. Mm-hmm. Every single time I go in there and get my father a sandwich, okay? The sandwich artist, gives me a phone number. He takes the time to write his phone number on a napkin and put it in with my sandwich and gives me an extra cookie.
So
every single time.
Gina gets hit on weekly. So that's not my life. I cannot subscribe to anything.
That's one person, but it's so funny because I swear he's like 22 years old on top of it. I don't even know if he's graduated.
But to Javen's point,
the sandwich artist is trying to get it in.
I mean, man today, the sandwich man is waiting.
Yeah.
You think that's what she doing, though?
That's like,
but she knows
he might as well be a tree falling in the forest. Because I don't want to be there to hear it. But it's just, I feel like at least he's consistent. I mean, like, if there's anything, you know what I mean? Like, he's consistent.
Let me say.
He could be the
owner.
No,
he could be?
No.
That's
true.
That's
owner.
true.
He is not. Look, he can barely ring up a sandwich. He is not the owner. And I don't care if he is. Like,
you just proved Javen's point. You see him in the comments like, see, Javen, this is not my life. I promise you.
No, but that's just in Subway, whatever. I mean, it's just funny. So how often do we get hit on? I mean, so there are homeless people. But really, by normal people, not much.
You get hit by homeless people? That's Javen.
They're just trying to like. I mean, they're not serious. I mean, like they're just like trying to get money.
They're homosexual.
They are homosexuals. They don't really like me as much as they want to like move in.
So to Javen's question, when she needs that emergency office caterer, watch him get a call. Well, that's his job. Who else is she supposed to call?
I'm gonna need 35 turkey footlongs. Yeah.
Y'all will ignore what's right in front of y'all, or it doesn't have the aesthetics as far as numbers.
Well, it doesn't have aesthetics that we relate.
I mean, so do men. So
but
what?
It doesn't have aesthetics that we're into. Right?
I mean,
like I'm not hooking up with the sandwich. I mean, I'm taking anyone. But I'm
y'all
not.
gonna get Gina to take the sandwich.
The sandwich man.
Now I hope you're not watching the show because now you're really gonna be aggressive.
You're gonna be like showing up at the crib. No, I don't know. But I mean, literally.
Outside of the sandwich, dude, how often are you hit on in a week?
In a week? I don't know. Like not much. Besides, like he's probably my leading person. Like he's the. If I want my ego stroked, I'm gonna give me a 6-inch turkey on lead.
I will say this.
See where he at. See.
I'm not proving anyone's point. No, I'm not.
You know where to get a 12-inch if you wanted one.
I don't want it. But the thing is, men know where to get.
Yeah, why y'all?
You guys know where to
y'all
get.
Act like y'all have to do such
go
a
to
heavy
McDonald's
lift to get
and
women.
hook up with a fried chick.
And that's not true.
Willing.
But to answer Javen's point, I couldn't even do it weekly. I would literally have to do it like monthly, and I may get hit on once a month, maybe, and that's a strong maybe.
I don't know.
But I'm also a natural flirt, so I sometimes am not paying attention. So I could be getting hit on more than I realize and just am not aware enough to pay attention.
So when I was single, I was painfully unaware.
But those are still numbers. People approaching, shooting a shot, but y'all don't
count
that.
We don't count it because sometimes we don't notice it. So
I just said I could be missing sometimes because I'm not paying attention.
He wanted a sandwich. I'm telling you, this shit's actually really funny. So everyone knows. Yes, Louis. Everyone knows my fiance. So no, they don't always.
We're not
know
talking about him right now.
Oh,
David
yeah,
is not
you're lying.
Cap.
Okay. Now I'm learning this language. Shots are being made. The day you answer is when you begin quietly quitting. No, okay, but that does not mean that I am not leaving my fiance for the sandwich guy. That is not happening. Okay, so it isn't like
it's amazing.
My fiance, my man's pissing me off. I'm gonna go get me a 12-inch steak and cheese.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm saying they're not options.
Neither of us
They're
are
not
saying
options.
They are.
Well, they're not.
No,
options
they're
for
not.
Her. We're not talking about that though. But what I understand them saying is getting hit on, regardless of the quality of the man.
Irrespective of that, exactly.
I will say once a month.
Yeah.
When I'm paying attention, because
You're
probably sometimes
I don't
I'm not
really
paying
care,
attention.
right? I don't
But
care.
the point is that in your mind, you are ranking these people.
Well, yes, we're human beings.
Yeah, of course we are.
And it's like, if I didn't have my man, I would.
No.
No.
Okay, so you're
Somebody
taking
out there.
this. No, you're
There's
taking this.
somebody.
Okay, look.
Everybody has
You
that.
are taking that is not accurate, because here's the deal. He's saying, and you might not be able to hear him because he's not on the mic. He's saying there's somebody and we're not recognizing it. So here's the deal. It is very, very
Nice. Leave that on the screen. That's good.
I've even showed it to Lee. I was like, look, honey, I got another phone number tonight. And he's like, would you please? Like, I mean, it's just like, but I should give it to my dad. My dad would be like, what the hell is this? But that does not mean that we are quietly quitting to run into the arms of the person that I don't have these people teed up and waiting in the wings. That's not it. And that wasn't the situation when I was kind of quietly quitting either. It's not that it wasn't that I had people lined up. It was that I had myself lined up. Like, I didn't want to be bothered anymore.
They have already said that.
I'm already
getting hit on every 5 minutes. It's total cap.
Whatever,
Go
Louis.
back to Jamal's.
Wes, stop it.
Go back to what Jamal said. Thank you. Not the sandwich guy, but a 6'8" with his own bank account. All of a sudden, you become quiet and start quitting. Why do
you think I'm engaging a 6'8" guy with my own bank account?
I don't understand how you're married if you think women are that fickle in relationships. That doesn't make any sense to me. If you think somebody can come in and take a girl away just by being taller and having more money,
right?
I mean,
how dumb do you think I am?
Why are any of you all
like?
married?
I'm just like.
Y'all should always be on y'all toes if that's true.
Right. I mean, I am taking. I mean, like, maybe, I don't know.
And Louis, to that point, I get hit on more when I'm in a relationship when I'm not.
I don't anymore.
I get hit on. It'll be 3 times fold. Once I'm with somebody, I get hit on constantly.
Sandwich artist wants to be your boy toy.
You
probably
are reckless.
Something. He don't care.
That's why you come and watch the show, Jamal, because we are with the fuck shit. She does the nice polite stuff in the show before this. Now she's here for the fuck shit.
I'm here for the fuck shit now. Yep. I got it.
Happens.
I unleash it now.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen, Jamal. Not Jamal. Javen, all these fucking J's. All I'm saying is, I don't think most women leave a dude because she found a taller dude.
No, that is not it.
There's usually something else happening.
That is not it. There is always something else happening because, and usually you're quietly quitting because you were trying to find a way to make that relationship work.
And it's not working.
And you're like internally rebelling against it. You know what I mean? It's like you just don't feel like
I'm not disagreeing.
He's gotta be tall and wealthy. Nobody said that.
Tell you need we don't.
That's ultimate preference.
Fine, I'm gonna roll with this. Yes, you're right. We do set the expectation that you all need to be tall or wealthy. But I really hate this narrative that broke motherfuckers ain't getting fucked, because that's just not true.
Because they're getting lots
I really hate this.
of ass.
Broke motherfuckers are fucking
get tons of ass because they make up for it in other ways.
We got time.
Oh look! I like how our producer is resembling that remark. We got time. We got time to think about how to get your jaws off. I mean, I guess maybe.
We already discussed why your body count is important. Y'all give cookies to all the wrong folks. Why do y'all think they wrong? See, this is the narrative I want to kind of kill, right? What makes you think we just don't want to fuck them? They not wrong or right. They are just satiating the need that we need to have met at that time. I just don't understand.
I don't get it either. I really don't either. I don't get it.
Some of the people just weren't wrong. They just had excellent timing and they gave us what we needed.
They were just wrong for us.
I wouldn't
and
even say
we figured
they were
it
wrong.
out. I mean, they could be wrong.
Some people
for us.
were wrong.
The people
for
that
sure.
I have gotten rid of, I felt, were wrong for me. Now there are plenty. I have dated guys, like more casually than like long term, that I think are good people, and that I would push them in the direction of other people. They just weren't for me.
Are you that kind of person? Are you that type of girl where if you're like, he sucked for me, but go for it, girl?
If I thought he was right for her.
Wow, you're so much more involved than me.
But no, it wasn't. Now, I couldn't have been in a relationship with the person for 2 years and then been like, well,
okay.
But I mean, if it's somebody that like, I went on dates with a lot of nice guys. I have to say that. I did.
Okay,
I went on dates,
fair.
but just in the first, like, I could just tell that we were just not gonna be right for each other, just in the first like interaction. So I would most certainly be like, you know what, not me, but maybe there is somebody who I know, and especially if they were nice, because I wouldn't want to, I want to reward their nice behavior.
Such a good friend.
But I mean, no, I do. I want to, like, if someone, like, I wouldn't want to ruin that experience with another woman. Like, because if a guy's nice, if he comes to you correct, just because he's not for you, doesn't mean that you have to, like, be a bitch, right?
No, I agree. But you're such a nice friend in me, because I'm not.
I would totally. I mean, listen, it's not, I'm not, it's like, it's like why I donate clothing, right? It's a waste of fashion if I'm not wearing it.
What was that comment? The best way to break up, give them to somebody
I like
else.
to give my old toys to less fortunate.
We solved the problem. You want to dump somebody, give them to one of your girls.
No, but I mean, if he's a nice person, I mean, the wrong people meet. And there's something about them that you might like, but it could be that you're supposed to be friends. Because I'm also the queen of platonic male friendships. I have a lot of those. But it's just, you like them, and you have to work out the reasons why you like them. And most of the time, it's not because you're supposed to be together romantically. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's because you like the person and you just kind of want them in your life in some way, but you just haven't figured it out.
I quit a lady after she took.
You took him to see Hamilton?
2 friends told me I had to wait until Valentine's Day to break up with her.
What? Wait until Valentine's Day? No, you wait.
February
the 2nd.
Because on February 2nd. Why would you? No, you need. Your friends totally misguided you. You should have broke up with her way before Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day, if it was like February 12th, then I agree.
Wait, what's the next comment below him? Give him what? Men aren't trading cards. No, I'm not saying give him isn't like
Fuck that. Y'all are trading cards. Fuck that.
You are.
Yep, y'all are.
No, they're not really exes. Like, they're people that I went on one date. You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying, I couldn't have been in a long-term relationship with them if I went on one date and they weren't the right person.
I went Jamal on this, like, fuck that.
I'm like, they're not exes. Like, I wouldn't, like, I dated him for a year, but you could take, that would not be it, right?
So, one of the things, I appreciate y'all comments.
Y'all
Jamal,
are so funny.
Javen,
I love it.
all of you guys, hilarious. Y'all are cracking
Super
me up.
Funny.
So, now we know when a woman is quiet. We've educated the men. If they care, because apparently
we are just talking shit up
time.
here, right? We're talking much shit.
We still on what?
We still don't believe it.
This show is not about
creating 85%. We're saying that 85% of the women.
Okay.
Our producer is very aggressive.
I didn't give any numbers to this, but okay.
We did not.
Sure.
Nobody gave any statistics.
25.
No, that was your number. 75-25. But that was our number that we.
When they quitting, they already have somebody.
No. I don't know who you're taking this statistic from.
I still think it's 50-50.
No, that's not accurate. That's not accurate. You are taking a statistic from your side of the argument, and that's an inaccurate. That is an inaccurate statement. We did not agree. The 75.
I don't care what David said. He's not a statistician.
Because 75% of the time.
Right there.
Okay. Bless your heart is all I can
tell you. He's not a researcher.
My mother's from North Carolina.
Y'all pulling numbers out of y'all ass like anybody else.
My mother's from North Carolina, and I'm saying bless your heart. And we all know what that means.
Lord. And okay, for argument's sake, let's say 75% of women are doing that. That still leaves 25% that aren't. So now what?
They stand married.
And 75% is a C on any grading scale.
That's the quietly quitting.
Barely scraping by.
So 100% who quietly quit, 75% of the quietly quitters leaving you for another dude. That still leaves 25% that's just sick of your shit and want you gone.
Right.
But they not leaving. They still quietly.
Now they're calling Tyrone.
Right.
I'm getting tired of your shit.
That's why I said women.
You better call Tyrone
and
and tell him to come on and get your shit.
No, I ain't telling them to come on.
Yes, they are. I'm telling you. Quiet.
They
Yeah.
keeping them on papers.
Jimmy, you ain't don't know damn science.
But the thing that's irritating me the most is that they are negating
Her
our
first show,
experiences.
and y'all already pissing her off. That's amazing.
But it's just annoying because it's like you're negating our experiences. What we're telling you, we're sitting here, we're women, we've done this, right? What we're telling you is that
girl, we don't know nothing about
neither
women.
of us, who are women, who you claim get hit on all the time, have no concept of why we're quietly quitting.
Girl, we don't know nothing about women. All the men
know
know about women.
But yeah, we're getting hit on all the time.
We have vaginas and know nothing
plenty
about
of
women.
interaction with men. Yet we don't know.
We don't know nothing about women. I have definitely done this science.
Oh, have you? Well, I want to see the data. I want raw data. I need a spreadsheet.
Fuck that. I want to see I want to meet the research he did data with.
Okay.
I want to
that's
meet
two
them
words.
motherfuckers.
She'll be okay. Yeah, we'll see. It's anecdotal. You don't know us. You don't know. Y'all don't know like us men. We deal with men every day. I have a sandwich man who gives me his fucking phone number every chance he gets. So what is that telling you?
Why y'all making my co-host mad?
I'm not
so
mad, but I'm
first
just like,
damn
come on.
show. Y'all
No, but you know,
off.
men don't understand what it's like to walk around with a vagina every day.
They don't want to
I
know.
don't understand what it is.
No, but
to
I
be
mean,
a
but you just don't get it. I'm not sitting here telling you I know your motives, though. I'm not
I
telling you
will.
that.
I ain't about to lie. I will. This
I
show,
don't
but
know
this show
your
ain't
motive.
about men today.
It's not about men. Y'all get hit all the time. You were honest about it.
What
I'm
is
not
all
getting
the
hit all
time,
the
Javen? I need some data.
I don't
What's
get
all
it
the
all.
time? Is once a week all the time? Is once a month all the time? What's all the
I mean,
time?
is it that you think that every single time we go out, that I'm just like, yo, baby, wait.
Because
I
if
get
that's
your
true,
number.
that means y'all are some thirsty motherfuckers. If every time I
Okay.
step out the house, somebody's hollering.
And let me be clear when I tell you to address this comment: a sandwich man until I need an attention paid. Okay. There ain't enough attention in the world that I need to get from a motherfucker who makes. I mean, I know from a 22-year-old who. I mean, no.
Nice.
Okay.
Poor little
Okay.
Subway man. He just got
I'm
trashed
sure
on
he's
this
a
whole
nice
damn hour.
person, but like, no, no.
Poor sandwich man.
It isn't like I don't need an ego boost that bad. I have
Gina,
other
you are not
places
the
I can
same
go
as
to get
others.
it.
You use logic and First of all, Louis, everybody uses emotion.
He
I hate
knows
to
me
be the
quite
one
well.
that breaks that to all people. All people respond to emotion. Aggression is an emotion. Ego is an emotion. Irritation is emotion. Everybody has anger is an emotion. Everybody responds to emotion.
5 times a week. Okay, well, let's flip
5
this.
times
Since
a
you guys
week?
want to flip this, how many times do you get hit on, Javen? How many times?
I don't think Javen wants to answer that question.
I want him to answer it though, because he thinks we get hit on by a five times a week average. How many times do you?
Javen, abort mission. Abort
Nope,
mission.
Javen, come on, bring it, bro, bring it, brother,
Abort
bring
mission,
it,
Javen,
brother. I
abort.
want to know how many times.
Having a vagina. What?
Come
What
on,
the fuck is Jamal saying?
come on, be on top. Look, having a vagina must be like having a winnery lottery ticket and ice cream. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
that's what
next
having a
comment,
vagina
next
is like.
comment. You just don't pay attention to the ones who do. Look, I can't speak to that. Okay. So maybe you got some good. I want to know how many times. One a month. How about a nice big bowl and anyway?
One a month. Okay, I said once a month. If that's
Like
all the time,
most
then
cats.
sure.
What abs? Okay, I'm about to hit my head.
All right, y'all done made
You
my
guys are
co-host mad.
killing me.
I love it though. Thank you guys for all this interaction.
You're killing
Now,
me. Okay. No.
one thing I wanted to talk about with the men.
What's that?
Not saying because they probably gonna be like, I don't give a fuck if she quietly quit and let her ass go.
Let her go.
How can we help them avoid a woman quietly quitting? How can they stop it?
I can't. Did they want to stop it?
Well, we know they gonna say they don't give a shit. They don't care about
but
stopping.
my point is, if somebody is quitting you, yeah,
That's the comment. Y'all can't quit till we quit.
Look, have you seen Dateline? Dateline is full of that opinion. You're not gonna quit me till I quit you.
That's true.
You not, bitch. You ain't quitting me. That's Dateline. Okay, that's 2020. There are serial killers who feel that way, so that you don't want to be there. But if a woman is trying to quietly quit, just quit. Like if a dude were trying to quietly quit me, I'd be like, okay, we're done. Because why am I holding on to that?
I don't.
Why?
Okay, stop it. So see,
That's how I feel. Why
comments.
try? Why try to stop? Just I would probably just I would help it out.
You would.
I would
add
help it
fuel
out.
to the fire?
I would be like, bye. Like if I'm noticing some shit, like be real with me. Like if this is not working out the way you wanted to work out, then let's just split amicably before this shit gets crazy. We hunt so they don't have to hit on us. But okay,
But then
Louis Green.
Why are we trying to tell
Louis
these
Green.
fails,
How
these
often do you
lies?
get hit on? Come on now.
Facts,
you know
man,
I
put
know
in
you.
The quiet. Wait, go back to Jamal because he got a bunch of gems today, boy.
Wait, Javen, go for
No, Jamal.
Oh, Jamal.
We'll talk to Javen in a second. Facts. Ben put the quiet quit in motion. Jedi mind
It
trick.
is Jedi Mind Trick 327. I'm gonna be such an asshole, but she's no self-respecting woman would stay around. Yeah, he agrees with me. It's the same. Why hold on to that? Just let it go.
I had a lady tell me she would kill me if I.
I think you told me that story over a drink one night.
What did you do to her, Louis?
Yeah, what were you doing?
What did you do that she wanted that you were gonna have to die if you left her? Are we good? Is the best question we could ask to avoid crying.
My thing is, how do you acknowledge? Like, how do you identify quiet quitting?
See, that
And
would be
then-
help that you could give us.
Yeah, how do you identify?
You
I
mean
think
those steps I gave you at the beginning of this goddamn
shared,
podcast?
Shontelle shared what the symptoms were. When she was quietly quitting, she would recoil. She wasn't interested in sex. She wasn't interested in intimacy. She wasn't interested in doing shit with you. She was hanging out. Well, I added, you hang out with your girls more.
And I forgot about this when they gonna stop trying to do shit you want them to do. Like,
Right.
i.e.,
You're not a priority
my
anymore.
my man likes to watch. Is trying to make me watch all the sports, and I do it because that's what he's into. If I'm not trying to engage in shit that you like to do, that is a huge tell.
Right.
That, and it's a lot of stuff. I mean, women are not gonna always.
Once a week if you're out. Okay, cool.
I don't get hit on once a week. I promise.
No,
you.
I asked him how frequently.
Oh.
I asked him frequently.
Oh,
I asked him his
good for
frequency.
you, Louis.
If you're
See?
out.
But that's because he doesn't like. Are you going out a lot?
Right.
Because it depends on how frequently you go out.
Yeah, but if a woman is not trying to, in some part of your life, if they've stopped into, being interested in what you do or watching basketball games or going to watch you do whatever it is you do, she's definitely about to exit.
She's not. And I don't believe in dragging somebody kicking and screaming into the relationship. Like, if they're not actively wanting to be there, then let them go.
I don't disagree.
I don't, water runs dry, whatever. So funny. Javen's hilarious. You are so funny.
Y'all on fire today.
You guys
What's
are
happening?
Killing me. I love this. This is so funny.
Javon, my homie.
What is going on in these comments?
They're hysterical.
What is, and I don't know how to pronounce your name, Jimiek. I'm pretty sure I would butcher Jameek.
Correct us, because I don't like to slaughter people's
Mr.
names.
Hudson.
So please let us know.
Mr. Hudson. What is that?
Okay, Mr. Hudson. I really don't like to mispronounce people's names.
You know how much energy we save by just helping her take the base?
That's seriously. I mean, real talk. Like, just let her go. If she's quietly quitting, help her.
Damn, I was gonna try to help y'all save the relationship,
Why
but y'all
though?
like fuck
but
that
why?
bitch.
But no. It's not even that. It's just that why? It's a lot of turmoil. Like, it's a lot of. Can you imagine?
I don't disagree.
If somebody is quietly quitting you, if a man is quietly quitting you, right, and he's doing all the things that were described in your last episode, why do you wanna resurrect that?
Because apparently we need a man, according to Jamal.
Apparently, we need some damn body.
We need a man, so I gotta try to save it because I need a man.
Yeah.
And I'm nothing without a man.
Okay, Jameek. Okay, cool.
Okay, Jameek.
Thank you.
Thank you. I was going to go with the Mr. Hudson thing to show mad respect.
I like to be respectful of people's names. So thank you for that. No, but I mean, real talk. It's like, if somebody wants to go that badly, bye-bye. And that's not even contentious. It's like, okay, don't make it so that I can't even live in my own, like, relationship.
Damn.
Don't make it so that, like, I have to hate you.
Am I the only emotional person in this room? Everybody's like,
I'm
fuck
so
them
not
hoes.
emotional.
I'm
like, you ain't got no
damn.
love for them hoes. Yeah, I don't really. I
The
don't
whole comment section's like, fuck that bitch.
really though, but why do you want? Okay, if a guy's quietly quitting you, why do you want to save the relationship?
Okay, so I have to wait. Why are we neglecting how easy it is to keep a woman? Act like you are listening, not.
Jamal, where is your wife? Where is your wife at? Does your wife read these comments of yours? Okay, where is Chris Levy? Oh, by the way, Chris Levy is running for 5th Ward Alderman. I told him I'd plug him.
Chris, you gonna have to give us some
5th
sponsorship
Ward,
money.
We need some dollars, brother. Anyway.
Yeah, but
Where is
if
Chris
you're
Levy?
in the seventh ward, right?
5th.
The 5th ward?
Yeah, he's South Shore, like.
Fifth Ward dropping them beads on them.
All right, if you're in the Fifth Ward, make sure, and they're right now.
Know someone.
They're collecting signatures to get
Right.
on the ballot. So he's not ready to like promote yet. But if you know some people and they run into the people that's collecting signatures with him, definitely let them know that Chris Levy, aka Chris the Critic, is running for that alderman seat. Leslie Harriston's seat.
Chris with a K.
Chris with a K, yes. And shout out to Chris the Critic. You will definitely win this. I'm on his campaign team, so.
Okay, let's go back to Jameek's. Okay, I totally agree with this comment.
Oh man, that is profound.
Exactly. So here's my theory on this.
Go for it.
When you are dating the person who's wrong for you, you are cheating 4 people.
Okay.
You're cheating yourself. You're cheating the person that you're supposed to be with. You're cheating the person that you're in a bad relationship with, and you're cheating the person that they're supposed to be with.
Damn.
So you are cheating 4 people when you just linger in some shit that you know is not right for you.
But you know, people, everybody is not as mature as the comment section and Gina. It takes people a while to realize it's not right. Because as human beings, we do want, you know, you hear all the time, like, marriages are going bad. They try to make it work because they're in a marriage. They try to make it work. So people want to give it the old college try before, you know.
Yeah, but there's such a thing as just cutting bait and not throwing good time after bad.
Look, I don't disagree.
In some cases, you're just throwing. I mean, we gotta hang in. We've been together for a year. Why? That's just, you know, you probably should only have been together for 3 months, and now you've dragged it out to a year. So now what? It's forever? Like, I don't understand that.
So
thinking.
should you only try if you're married?
Well, okay. I think that if you have differences that you feel could be worked out with some assistance, and that you think that your foundation is good, then relationships are difficult, irrespective of your level of engagement. Then, you know, try it if you need to. But if you are just dating someone and you've been dating someone for like a year or less, and the idea of going to therapy comes to mind, that is the universe's way of telling you, get out. Like, it's just, I don't believe in couples therapy for people who have been dating for 3 months. Like, this is not, no.
I would
Just
agree
keep
if
that moving.
y'all been dating less than a year. We are
Just keep that moving.
Like,
We can go into couples therapy for what? Just break up and go to the club, something shit. Go online.
and cheating is y'all love that Subway guy. The Subway guy ain't even here. How we spend half this damn show talking about a dude that works for minimum wage at a
I know. I
food
should never have brought it up. That's my bad for bringing it up. I brought it up. I shouldn't.
He's gonna be a mainstay. He's gonna be like the
Subway
third
man.
co-host.
Right. But both people do have to try. I mean, if it's got to be something. Okay, he fades to black a lot. He's not about to have his energy disrupted by someone who went in it to win. Exactly, because you know what? Relationships also, the whole point of a relationship and the reason why you want to be in a good one is because it frees it kind of gets your home base like solidified so that you can focus on being successful in other areas of your life. And I'll tell you what, when I was very young and in corporate, the thing the white boys taught me was I had a lot of colleagues that were getting married at 24, and I was like, you're only 20, why are you getting married? And one of them was just like, listen, this is what you do. You get married young, and you find yourself a good person young, and therefore everyone knows why they're together. Like, no one really has anything yet, right? So then you've got home base covered, and now all you have to focus on is your career and being successful. And I'll tell you what, the 3 guys that I worked with who practiced this, like, they're all CEOs now and making millions of dollars a year. Yeah. So I'm not saying that that's the blueprint, but what I'm saying is that being in relationships is supposed to help you focus on your building and your success.
That's a very good point.
You know, so if
I'm
you
stopping up there and be like, she crazy about you, bruh.
because you didn't tell exactly where it was. I did, didn't I? I shared over too much. But the thing is, he doesn't know my name, and I'm not telling you the sandwich that I ordered because it's my dad's sandwich. Yeah. My dad likes a specific sandwich. I'm not telling you what it is.
y'all go like
I think that's the right mind frame.
Now you know this is 2022. They can just take a screenshot.
They're like,
and then go up to the Subway.
Do you know her? She's talking about you. What? Yeah, that would be kind of fucked up.
All right,
can't do that.
What question have I missed in these last 5?
This last 5 minutes. The Has phone anyone number, called- lady. You know what? Here's the deal, Jameek. Here's the thing. If you think that I am the only person that he's giving his phone number to, he's probably like, yeah, exactly. There are 300 women. It's a numbers game for Sandwich Boy. He's probably giving us like, hi, I met you at Subway.
First of all,
What did you order?
That's a stereotype. That's an assumption.
That's a numbers game for all men.
I'm
Y'all
making
know
an
y'all do
assumption
that.
and
Y'all just be hitting
stereotype.
on a bunch of people just to see who's gonna go.
This is the thing.
Just some
Like,
bullshit.
Are you the turkey on weed
I have
or
been on dating
Number
apps.
game since I was fucking 17.
Okay, Kingdom, whatever.
I'm serious.
Not who capping.
The number game?
Capping,
where
cap,
I'm
cap, cap.
comparing it with somebody else?
No.
The numbers game is to see how many people you can approach to get a successful outcome.
Yeah. Like
That's
if you
the
try to
numbers game.
holler at 10 women and only like 2 go, then that's the numbers
That
game.
you got a 20%. That's your shot is 20%.
Yeah. That's the numbers game.
That's a numbers game. That's and maybe if you didn't know that definition, you might be playing it wrong this whole time. I'm just
Now, this is one question I wanted to ask. I have a funny feeling I know Gina's answer, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
saying. Probably leave, but go ahead.
Have you been quietly quitted on? This I did not ask Brian this.
Okay.
Knowing Brian, I think he did share a story when he was, but
I think so, but I'm easy to quietly quit on because once I think somebody's recoiling, I'm like, okay, I'm done, right? Like so, I think like some years ago, there's a guy that I was dating that it wasn't a really good pairing. Like we were cool, but so he just sort of like proceeded to like just ghost. You know what I mean? And then pretty soon we were only talking on the phone like once a week. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely. But I was not fighting for it because I knew that there was no reason.
so were you guys quietly quitting each other?
Probably. I was very accepting of the quiet quitting.
That's
Yeah.
right, Kingdom. Subscribe.
We kind of trailed off.
Share. Y'all been commenting y'all asses off. Thank you very much.
We appreciate.
I love our audience. You guys are always
You guys
interactive.
are great.
And
It's
you
been
all
such
are
a fun
hilarious.
welcome. Thank you.
Now, has Shontelle been quietly quitting on?
Have you? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have. But similarly to you, so I was dating a guy, and at the same time, I think we stopped being uninterested because we both like stopped having sex. I think we were like calling out of commitment. It was very.
Yeah.
It took about a month for us to be like, you know what? I don't even think we like actually broke up. I think we just stopped calling each other, and that was just the end of it.
It happens sometimes like that.
And we cool as
It
hell
just
now.
fizzles out. I mean, it just isn't because it wasn't meant to be.
I should probably
You know?
ask him about that.
No chemistry.
He's gonna be in town in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna
Okay, yeah, check it out.
be like, hey, did we ever like actually
Did we
like
quietly
say we're done, or did we just like stop talking on the phone?
If you stop calling, I stop. Yeah, where were our last comments? So our producer can go. Let's scroll.
We
all
have
the
a
way
new
down.
comment?
No, he's going through old comments. What is the last? Once I stop talking to you daily, just move around because I'm damn near Casper when it comes to ghosting. Okay.
Jameek.
You just
Jameek, right?
disappear, Jameek. You just disappear.
All right, one last. My uncle told me if you talk to 10 women, you will get at least one number. I was
That's
16.
a
I said,
10%
I
ratio.
told you.
That's a low number.
That's high enough for them. They don't
Yeah,
care.
they're like, what else?
That is high enough for them. I told you it's a numbers game.
It's a number scheme. It
Oh
is.
my God.
Yeah, so Sandwich Boy is passing his number out wholesale is my point.
Well, apparently Jameek is about to go find him and tell him how hot in the pants for him are.
He's got a stamp with his number. I'm surprised he hasn't made a rubber stamp. Like, bam. Just to keep it on the assembly line.
He should actually just make a whole bunch of cards. He can just pass them out.
He should.
Save some time.
Because he's writing them on napkins. I can't imagine that's the best experience for him. So yeah, he should just
Probably
get a stamp.
But thank you. I just want to shout out Gina.
Oh, you're sweet.
You first show in the books. How'd it go?
I love it. I love this. This is fun.
With
you
our
guys are a
crazy
great
audience.
Listen, I do not mind being challenged. I love the challenge. Even though Jamal, I'm used to from Chris the Critic, so he's no stranger.
Then we
to
have
me.
Javen.
Javen is new. I like Javen and Jamaica. Everyone's great. And the women hold it down. So yeah, I love it.
Perfect. Well, I thank you. I love having this female energy. I love hanging out with Brian. That's my bestie. But I like the change of pace. It's nice to. And then we're gonna find something for us to argue about. Now next week, I don't remember. Did we talk about?
Well,
what
we had
talked
some
about?
suppositions.
So, got a couple of shows that I'm thinking about. And since we got 1 minute, I want the audience to kind of comment what they like to see. So I have two things I'm thinking that Gina and I can talk about next week. One is that I'm thinking about, or I'm trying to figure out how to bring somebody from the sex industry on the show.
Yes.
to talk about.
If y'all
And
know some
I mean
strippers.
anybody in the sex industry, strippers, dominatrix, porn stars,
OnlyFans. Anybody who does those cams.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I want to have a conversation with about what their life is. If you guys think that would be cool, put it in the comments what you
Or if
oh,
you know someone, make that intro.
or DM me. Let's
Yeah.
get this rocking and rolling.
Or
Or
slide into her DMs.
you know
Like the porn industry.
the last show, men talked very openly about how virtue is very, very important, and I want to understand why being virtuous is such a big fucking deal for
We
me.
can talk about that.
So I think I'm gonna have to bring Jamal on because Jamal.
We definitely need Jamal. So
Jamal, if you free next Wednesday, we may have to pipe you in, my friend, because I definitely know you're gonna have a lot to say about why men give a fuck about virginity and women being virtuous. So we're going back and forth between those two topics. You guys let us know in the comments
okay, we're missing
which one. Kingdom, can you show some comments?
Yeah.
Let us know which topic you'd like to see next week. And it's been real bad. About to forget you.
If I'm gonna be pushed off from anything. Okay.
I know a guy that only sleeps with hookers.
Okay,
I'm okay with speaking to Johns. Can you make
Are
an
you?
introduction?
Okay, cool. Yeah, make an intro. If he wants to come public with that.
Louis,
He said
make
it's
an
cheaper.
introduction. My name is Shontelle Watson. Please find me on Facebook. I will happily bring in Johns and we can talk to them as well.
Yeah, I will even maybe give you a call on that one.
Louis,
And do I know him? Like I might.
And we'll promise that we'll have the commentors or you guys be very nice to these people because I think
Coolio's
it'd be
dead?
really interesting.
Wait, did Coolio die?
Coolio the rapper?
Is
Of
he-
what?
is he a rapper? Okay.
Well, breaking news.
Well, okay, breaking news.
apparently,
We'll-
and I don't have any confirmation of
We
this.
done, so we can
So
find
please
out
don't
what's up
sue
with
me if
Coolio.
it's wrong. But apparently Coolio may have passed.
Oh Lord, today.
Oh wow, what a day! All right, thank you. DM one of us and we'll get
No.
this rocking and rolling. But thank you guys you guys are always
You guys are awesome.
love,
Thank
love,
you for
love.
Thanks
The
for
energy in the comments. You guys have had me cracking up this entire show. Thank you, Gina,
Thank you,
for
Shontelle.
hopping into Brian's seat and keeping me company on this In the Zone journey. And again, let us know which show you think will be really interesting next week. Either talking to people in the sex industry or why do men give a shit about women's virtuosity?
If we can't
That's
find
not a word.
anybody in the sex industry, we will be talking about why virtue is important.
Yes. All right. So, and
Good
we'll
subject.
bring Jamal on because, he can't do nothing but talk. So, bye, guys.
Can we
Thank
get
you.
the woman with the banana and the
If you know her, bring her,
Yeah, if you
introduce
know